Excuse me, do you have problems with codependency? I have answers. I'm Dr. Margaret Cochran, and I help highly successful women create the relationships of their dreams. One of our wonderful community who goes by the handle Raina asked about the issue of codependency as a lack of trust and how to manage it. Thank you, Raina, for your thoughtful and thought-provoking question. What is codependency? Basically, it's an attachment that creates an addiction to pathological or unhealthy relationships. It may seem as though the problem is not being able to trust your partner, but in fact, these connections are founded in a deep lack of trust in oneself to be able to find healthy love that will last. And yes, I purposefully chose the word addiction earlier. People who find themselves in codependent relationships are not unintelligent and know that things aren't right. But like any other addict, they often feel that it's beyond them to stop engaging in behaviors that hurt themselves. Codependency is created by people who have undergone trauma or loss of some kind. And in many cases, the trauma or loss was normalized, so the individual doesn't even realize what happened to them. For example, when asked about their family of origin, many codependents say, I had a great family, everything was fine, but somehow they feel compelled to chase and attempt to maintain relationships in which they're hurt, disrespected, marginalized, and even physically or sexually abused. It's a form of pathological dopamine chasing, aka an addiction, like any other. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter in our brain that gives us pleasure and a sense of well-being, and without that, life doesn't feel very good, so we work hard to get some. But as the song goes, we're often looking for love in all the wrong places. Most codependents are amazed by their choices. They get out of one relationship and swear they're not going to pick another emotionally unavailable and or abusive partner again, and then they do. Why? They're attempting to correct a wrong from when they were very young. There's a fairy story inside their head about how this time they're going to get the person who doesn't want them, the person who doesn't like them to like them, the person who doesn't respect them to respect them, and so on and so forth. But it never works out. So what's to be done? You have to learn to love yourself in the ways that were denied you as a young person. And to do this, you can join a 12-step help group that focuses on codependency or sexual addiction. You can do a lot of self-help reading. You can surround yourself with healthy, positive friends and separate yourself from those who encourage you to continue in emotional self-harm. And go to therapy with an addiction-informed clinician. It's important to understand that as a codependent, you keep thinking that the answer to love you seek is outside yourself, and it actually resides deep within you. It's there, inside that beautiful little child that you once were and still are in your heart. Go find them. Learn to love them. And they will learn to trust you. And together, you can create an emotionally healthy, unstoppable team. You can do this. And I'm sending you both of you, the adult and that beautiful little child within, a virtual hug. I look forward to our next discussion. I'm Dr. Margaret Cochran. There's a link in my bio if you want to explore working with me. Like, comment, follow, and share for more.